Hello everybody, and yeah, it's time for another vlog, but this is very special because as you see I'm just sitting here in the studio, and yeah, what I'm about to tell you is a story, so it's story time from this summer's event we had at the DEFCON 1, and actually the whole journey. So yeah, I did record a lot of, or not a lot, that's why I'm sitting here, but I did record some footage on the camera, but yeah, things happened and we were, I mean, you will get everything what I can say about it in the video now, so I'm not gonna go into detail, but yeah, we didn't record so much, so that's why I'm gonna tell you this in the story form instead. But yeah, I will show you like whatever we got on the camera also, so let's get to it. And yeah, right now it's December, and yeah, it's been such a long time, so I was like, hey, am I even gonna release the video? But yeah, of course I'm gonna do that. But to help me out, we made a book out of it. So I'm gonna check here if there's something detailed like I want to add, like here, the tickets for the ferry and the train to Amsterdam. But yeah, we're gonna start from the beginning. So enjoy episode, I think 29. All right. We started the journey here in Jönköping, and yeah, we did pack a lot of stuff, as you can see on these pictures here. And the thing was that when we did this, we thought it was a good plan because we had prepared a lot of food, and we had prepared like everything where we're gonna charge the car, because yeah, this was an electric car, so we had to like charge it, I think in total it was like 12 times. So yes, you know, it is a lot of planning to do a journey like this. But yeah, we thought we had it all in control, so yeah, we hit the road. And the first thing that happened actually was when we had the breakfast charging stop, just like 10 miles from here, and so we're on our way to DEFCON. So this one is a crazy fucking electric car road trip down to the Netherlands. And yeah, we have our first charging stop here, and we left Jönköping for like 1 hour, a little bit more ago. So now we're in Ljungby, and today we're going to Denmark and Copenhagen, so let's fucking go. There we ate, and accidentally I drank a yogurt that expired for like 2 weeks ago. So the whole thing started, I was very like anxious about getting ill or something, but nothing happened, everything was fine. And we went down to the boat that's gonna take us to Denmark in Helsingborg. Alright, a little update. We are now we are in Helsingborg, and we found a very cool place, but I didn't bring this camera, so I'm gonna put in some footage from my phone there. But it was like, I don't know where we were, like, so we were on like ecstasy trip or something. It was a lot of colors and arts. I really liked it. And now we're waiting to get on the boat to Helsingborg in Denmark. So yeah, we're holding the time. And then after the boat ride, we went down to Copenhagen. Hey, 1 2 1 2. So.
Kan inte vi snälla avmålade?
Nej, det ska dit. We're in Copenhagen, and now we're gonna go and watch that mermaid, the little mermaid.
Havrefrun.
Little Havrefrun that everybody talks about. But yeah, this is how it looks. Water, so there she is. See you soon. Did some tourist thing and watched the mermaid, and ate a very expensive lunch on Nyhavn. Yeah, it's like a tourist place, looks like Amsterdam almost, but yeah, it was hell of expensive. And I think I ate fish and chips or something, and Kajsa ordered a Vigo burger or something. We are at Farö. Yeah, and the clock is 19 exact, so yeah, we've been here for a while. The traffic in Copenhagen was pretty intense, so we're gonna reach the Rugby tonight and maybe even Germany.
Vad håller du på med,
Are we
Albin?
crazy or what? It's time for some night snack.
Jag ska ringa till min pappa.
Touchdown Rödby hamn. Fanns inte att det börjar regna nu?
Nej, det tror jag inte. Kolla över dig.
Okay. Anyway, here we go. We went to Rödby hamn and had a little picnic. Also, we slept there in the car by the beach. Actually, it was a cozy, but I mean, sleeping in the car is not really. Oh my god, I get like anxious about that too. I did not sleep a lot this journey, to be honest. I think the first night was, I wouldn't say the best one because everything was so new. It was a little bit cold, then it was hot, and yeah, we had so much stuff in the car, so we couldn't, you know, lay down. So I was sitting in the driver's seat like just trying to, and it was light. I mean, we're talking in the middle of summer, like the lightest parts of the year. So yeah, but we survived and went to Germany the next day, and everything was going fine there.
Albin,
Oj, oj.
Albin, alltså Albin.
Håller på att bli en olycka. We just bought some alcohol at Legard. We are in Germany, and yeah, the only mission today is to get to the Netherlands. So, yeah, not looking forward for this day, but just go with the flow, you know. At this moment, you feel a little bit dirty also because I'm used to shower every day. So we took a bath in the ocean instead. I think it was some place called like Rosenbrode. Sorry Germans for my pronunciation. We're in Lübeck. The thing was that my plan was that we were gonna be in Lübeck very early, but we had so much fun on the way, so we actually had a lunch stop, not breakfast, in Lübeck. In Lübeck we ate schnitzel, and yeah, it was very hot, I remember, walking there, and yeah, nothing really special happened. Then when we went away from Lübeck, and we were gonna have a charging stop in it was called Kloppenburg. We had to prepare dinner on the road, and this is a funny picture of me preparing some spring rolls, yeah, on the car. So yeah, that happened, and then suddenly something bad happened. I don't know if I recorded something from this because it was an intense thing that happened actually, but the weather just went hell insane. It was total mayhem, thunder, like I mean, the rain was raining so much, so our fans on the car didn't even push it away, so we couldn't see anything, so we had to like stop at whatever place we could, and good enough we were at the 24-hour open place where they had food, they had roof overhead, of course, and it was a fuel station, but it was like open for mostly truck drivers, I assume, because they had showers also. So I was like, hey, we can stay here for a while, but Kajsa had some panic, so to say. And actually I was afraid too, because I mean, we were in the middle of nowhere with an electric car, and the lightning are like bolt down to the ground almost, where we were, and the thunder was really felt in the walls, and yeah, it was extreme. I've never experienced such weather before, I think. Anyhow, I think we stayed there for maybe 2 hours, 3. I don't know when we got there, but we didn't leave the place after midnight. And then we were very tired. We were like, where are we gonna sleep? And our plan was to get to Netherlands already this day, but that's not on the schedule anymore. But we managed to get almost to the border, to a place called Meppen, and we found a very shady place in the dark to stay. Actually, we had this parking app I could recommend for you guys who are going on the way, and it's called Park for Night. And this place actually had some great reviews, so we were like, hey, we can stay here. But going there in the middle of the night when it's dark and you can't see, there was no lights. We were the only car at this place also, which for me was kind of nice, because I felt like, hey, maybe it can be quiet here and we can sleep. But on the other hand, as Kajsa were afraid of, if we're also in the middle of nowhere, there's nobody here, where's the safety of this? So yeah, it was mixed feelings parking there, and but I was so tired, so that's the night I slept the best. I slept for like 1 hour, 2 hours before Kajsa woke me up and said, hey, it's your time to stand guard, because she did not even try to sleep. And I stayed up for some hours. And then I went to the back seat, I think, and slept. And I woke up because I heard noises from animals, actually. And then when the sun went up and it was morning, we found that we were sleeping on a farm, almost. It was a farm behind us with chickens and horses and like everything, and that's what the sounds we had heard during the night. So it was nothing dangerous at all. Then the adventure goes on. Our plan was to already be in Netherlands. We had booked one night at a hostel, so that's where we were going. So we went up pretty early and just drove there.
Där är vi nu.
Ja, där har du flaggan.
Och vi är i Nederländerna!
Heyo.
Vi fucking tog oss i Nederländerna!
Det tog väl jävla mycket längre tid, men vi har inte haft det enkelt.
Det har vi inte.
Okej, här är officiella, det står Nederländerna på EU-skylten.
Här är Nederländerna och vi är
Bam.
över. Här är röda strecket.
Welcome in Nederland. Thank you all. But yeah, I'm not the best driver, so on our way to the hostel, I think this was just outside Amersfoort or something. We almost crashed, and it was because of me, because yeah, we had the GPS on the phone, and it said we're gonna turn to a place where we're gonna charge the car once again, and it was like a double up, and I was thinking, hey, maybe it's the first one, because I didn't see that one. Okay, so sat next to me and said, no, it's the next one. I was like, like screw that, I'm gonna drive, without paying any attention to what was in the other file. So, but he didn't even horn at me, so maybe it wasn't that close. But yeah, I really felt like I had to squeeze in between, else it would be like a crash from behind. So that was like not the best memory of this journey, but yeah. Then when we went to that this hostel also was not in Amersfoort. It was outside in a little village called Soest or something, I don't know. It was a very nice place. It looked like this, and yeah, everything was good. I've never like experienced such a great sleep from not even a great bed. It was, you know, these 2 level beds, and yeah, we had a shower, which was like heavenly for us, because we hadn't showered for like 3 days now, properly, so to say. And yeah, the only bad thing, or which we can think was very funny right now and laugh at the moment, but this night was occupied by like 100, and I'm not even joking, was at least 100 kids who had like a summer camp or something. So it was I mean, when we checked in, they already apologized in forehand for like any noises or whatever it's gonna bring. And I can say that, yeah, there was knocking on the door. When you went to the car outside, you could dodge some balls or like water guns. And yeah, I'm not really a fan of kids, so it was a memory. But yeah, the time went on, and on the same day we decided to go to Amsterdam, because that was our goal too. But to be honest, I was so tired and I was like unsure. I mean, but yeah, it was only like half an hour with the train. So we get to Amsterdam, we ate at a restaurant, walked there for a while. I think I have some footage from that visit. And then we went back to grab ourselves some very good sleep before DEFQon.1. It began not so good. I mean, we were a little bit late from the place. We got stuck in this big line of cars. I think, I mean, it would only be like 40 minutes from Soest to Biddinghuizen, but for us, when we started to get closer, we stood there in the queue for hours. And I mean hours. It was like nothing happened. Okay, we're on our way to DEFQon. I did not record anything at all almost with this camera on the travel, which my plan was first, but yeah, things
we had an amazing time.
We had both amazing time, but we had some challenges too. But if you guys use TikTok and you're from Sweden, you might check out our TikTok. It's very fun. There you can see like everything and how we had the journey, like the good and the bad stuff.
Kajsa Forslund.
Yeah, at TikTok. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube though, but you know, the T app. the top. But yeah, we've been in this queue for over an hour and it seems to not even move forward.
We moved like 500 meters.
Yeah, you see over there, I don't know if you can see, but somewhere on that way we were from the start. And yeah, now we're just sitting here chilling, waiting for us to get in. And when we went to Defqon, we had great weather, except that thing that happened 2 days ago. We had great weather, but right when we like stepped out of the car and took our, and yeah, by the way, that's also, you remember the pictures of everything we got packed down. It was a hell to bring that to Defqon. I mean, I didn't know what we were thinking. Now, like, seeing it in hindsight, it was like we should have walked through with like 2 or 3 times and just bring the food the first time on the tent, of course. But we didn't, because I mean, it was like 5 years at least since I were at Defqon, so I don't really remember the distances. And also, this was the first time I'm going with car, so I don't really know where the parking lot, what the distance is to the festival entrance. So yeah, we decided to bring everything at once, and that was a bad idea. I think I've never experienced such physical like pain, and you had to really get into your head that you can do it, but it felt like we couldn't. We had to stop every way. I mean, this walk would take like half an hour or 20 minutes in a normal, but I think for us it was 3 hours. And the guards were like saying like, move on, you have to move on, and we're like, hey, fuck it, help us then, because I mean, this is health issues, man. And yeah, it was raining. It started to rain, I think, around 2 o'clock, and it went on with the raining for like 12 hours, so we had to put up a tent also in the rain. Everything was wet, and we were like so wet, looked like we had took a bath, but it was like mixed with rain and sweat, of course. Yeah, not really great memories. I think this what I'm telling you right now is the worst Defqon memories I've ever experienced. The thing was, we had not special parking for the like, they had, if you pay more you can have a like luxury camping, or not luxury, but you get closer to the entrance. It was campsite 0, but those tickets were already booked when I booked our parking lot, so we had to stay at campsite 5 or 6, which was very long away from the entrance. I was prepared for it, so I was like, hey, what I'm gonna do, but when I saw it I was like, no, I'm not gonna do this. And also, so many people, how are they gonna squeeze them into those campsites? And yeah, when we went there, they were full. So the signs were saying go to campsite 0, and I was like, no way, because I mean, here is the 5 and 6, and then it's 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is up here, and here's the festival. So it's like, no. So that was also panic, and we had like no idea what to do. But then, when all hope were gone almost, I saw one dude went into the bush and just disappeared. And I was like, where did he go? So I went into the bush, and then I found a little pathway, and it was not really straight. I had to fight with the bushes and stuff, but I found this pathway, and on the other side there was campsite 3, and there was a little spot here between like a huge party tent and some other tents, and I was like, hey, this is the place, this is where I'm gonna set up my tent. So I ran out to Kajsa with some hope in my eyes, screaming like, hey, I got the idea, we're saved. So yeah, that's what we did. We put everything, our bags and stuff, into the bush and out of the bush to the place, and I set up the tent in the rain. And to be honest now, when I'm looking back, it was a very like best move ever in Defqon wise where to put the tent, because as you know, when the sun comes up and it's summer, it's very hot there. But we had the shadow of this big party tent, so it was like survivable until like 11 on the day, which means that if you party hard that night you can get some decent sleep, or not decent, but you know what I mean, camping sleep. Alltså det sjuka är att det är fortfarande folk på gång in, och the gathering börjar nu alltså. Det är fan sjukt. Men nu ska vi gå och greppa fucking tokens. Jag ska det i alla fall. Kajsa sitter hos polackerna och vaktar. Så, ja. Okay, first update, and this chaos talks for itself, so to say. It's raining like shit, and it was the worst hours of my life, I think, to carry all this shit in the rain. I'm allowed to say it now because it's after, but Defqon, what are they doing? They said every car attendant would be on 5 and 6. I think both those campsites were full around 3 o'clock. And
no, earlier.
And then they said, I'm gonna go to 0, and I was like, no, I'm not going to 0. If I survive some meters more, I'm pleased with that. So then we tried the bus camp, but you have to have a bus thing, so we said fuck it and went through the forest, and now we're at campsite 3.
And I fucking burned on a nestle.
Yeah, me too, and it hurts, but yours worse. And yeah, we just missed Sub-Zero project, but well, I couldn't care less. We have to settle things up before. And yeah, that was like the first day. We of course the gathering, but we missed Sub-Zero project because we were so fucked up. I went to Headhunters, which was like the best memory from the first day. Just being there again for such a long time ago, and Hedy is also like one of my greatest sources of inspiration. And yeah, it was amazing the first night, and then I think we slept pretty well that night also because everything that happened. But yeah, our pillows were like fucked, they were dirty and wet, so we had our clothes in like plastic bags and we used that as pillows. So yeah, I mean, rough journey, right? Second day was hotter. It was midsummer as we celebrate in Sweden, so we drank some wine to breakfast and started early, so to say. It was a, like I said, very hot summer day, and yeah, we just went on, as you see in the book. We went partying, and yeah, here's to the amazing thing, and which I'm also gonna show you guys here. It was my friend Jocke, also known as JML, which I've done collab with, and now he goes by the name Arasound. But anyway, he had won a raffle, so he invited us to stay at the cabana on the Friday night to watch the spotlight with yeah, it was like, yeah, I can show the pictures, but you also have seen on the screen. So we got some drink and food, and we got the person who served us, and it was a great view with a little balcony over the red. And I mean, these moments, these hours were the like best Defqon hours I can remember. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna experience something like that again, because I mean, what's the odds? And if you wanna pay for this, it's like huge. I think it was like yeah, like 4,200 or something euro. So it's just like insane, but great memories, great food, and we drank. Okay, so I don't know if they hear anything because it's very loud at the Red Man stage. I look drunk, but I'm not drunk, but anyway. My friend Jocke over here, he won a raffle, and now we're at the Cabana VIP with Kajsa and Joshua. So life is very good. Happy midsummer, everybody. Come on, and let me see you singing. Now it's going out utför, so we say in Swedish. It's free alcohol here. It's coma drinking tonight. Food, yeah. And D-blocken has the bar playing. Life is good.
kvällen alltså.
Vi har precis fått reda på att där vi var och hängde kostar totalt för de 5 timmar som vi var på, kostar det totalt 42 000.
Ja, beror på hur många man är.
42 000.
3 och 5 per skalle typ.
Och alltså där bara hängde vi.
Ja.
Gratis.
Och hade det jävligt
Och
gött.
hade det så jävla bra.
Fy fan, ja. Så ja.
Vi har liksom fått med oss så jävla mycket också. Vi har med oss liksom vatten, dricka, vi har fått med oss 3 stycken Defqon-grejer.
Så att tack som fucking fan Joakim JMail a.k.a. Arrow Sound för att du vann den här jävla skiten. Det är bästa jävla kvällen.
And we watched, I think it was like Neutrophical that week, and yeah, which more? I think Ruler and Rebellion, of course. Yeah, it was a great night. I went to sleep kind of tipsy. Then it was Saturday. But in this book I you see we like mixed up the days, so I had to like Saturday, which was, oh my god, and now it was long ago. The end show, of course, but we was so many people who were standing right in the back and it was like squeezed, so I didn't really enjoy the end show that much. Let me check in the phone if I got something like special from the Saturday, because that's also like usually the main hardstyle party day on Defqon. It's lit. It's time to do some barbecuing. So well, we're gonna try to fry some chickpeas and make wraps. So that's the plan.
And then it's end show tonight.
But yeah, I went back to the car this time to get some stuff and leave some stuff, and as I told you, it only took me like half an hour to walk there and back. So what we did on the Friday was like, I have no idea. But yeah, Saturday, I don't know, it was a warm day. We watched the end show, we, as you see in my camera roll, funny camera roll with photos from Defqon. Sunday was also like a fun day. I think it was on the Sunday that we had these tickets for the Cefa Theatre, and that was also an amazing experience. I know that was a lot of talk about this thing, but yeah, to be honest, it was worth every penny. I mean, it was only like €10, and it was really up and personal, and it was live instruments, it was dancers, it was like a show, it was we were sitting like in the theater. So yeah, I recommend that if it's ever coming back or something. Since it's Sunday fun day, I put on white clothes and we had some pens with us, so we let anyone paint whatever they want. And a fun thing about that also, I can show you, I got it here in my studio, the real outfit I had. And as you see, it's like of course some inappropriate stuff, but also like names and autographs and whatever. That's only the trousers. I had also, where I'm gonna find that, yeah, here, my shirt, and it's full of signs and like all things, but it's great memories to have from such a journey.
Last day of Defqon, and it's very hot. It's been like 30 degrees plus all day long. It's been great, and now last night we're just gonna do some barbecuing. That's the plan. So yeah, we're probably gonna go tonight already also, because we got a boat to catch tomorrow.
One thing I regret a little bit, but we had to do it to get this journey complete. We left right when the closing ritual was, because we want to be one of the first cars out. Happened that we were not one of the first cars out, of course, because Defqon is so huge, it's so many people, so it like yeah, it took some time. I think we left and really got started to roll hours before we left. It was already dark, I remember, and sound of the police. Anyway, it was very dark, and yeah, we charged the car. We were tired as I can't remember like how tired, but after days of partying, this journey, sleeping in cars, sleeping in tents, the weather, like alcohol of course, but yeah, you're tired as fuck. So this time we went to a place called Emmen and slept there on a parking lot. This night was the worst. I think I barely grabbed like 1 hour or something. I was barely sitting there watching. I think I saw a skyfall or a meteor or something. It was something in the sky, or else I was just so tired, so I hallucinated. I had no idea. But yeah, we woke up, or actually I don't know if I even slept, and then we went to Kiel. I think, yeah, Kiel was the goal this day in Germany, to get to home to Sweden again. We're gonna take the boat here to Gothenburg, so that was the only thing keeping me like going, that hey, once we get on that boat I can sleep, I can shower and eat and just live life again. But yeah, the journey was hard. It was a lot of cars. I mean, I'm not, as I said, a good driver, but going from like Hamburg and to Kiel, and also from like what's the other place called, or was it Hamburg? Anyway, the traffic was like fucked up, and they were like rebuilding, and was special signs, and it was like so many cars beside and behind and from front of you, and like in all directions, and I was like my head. But then when we get to Kiel, we shop some booze. Of course, have to do it when you're in Germany. Then we went on the boat and we slept. But first we ate. And by this time I think I was starting to feel bad or ill or sick, but it didn't really become something afterwards. I had fever this night, I remember, and my throat was like, oh. But I think it was because of everything we had experienced. My body was like out of energy. So yeah, we ate, we went to bed, but just when we're in the cabin, the boat started to swing a little bit. So I was like, okay, not one of those nights I remember from some ex-cruises, you know. But now we were so tired, so yeah, I went up. We watched some television. I think we forgot to even put that off because we were so tired. Slept for 10 or 11 hours straight. Then went off the boat and drive home, and that concludes that journey and this vlog also. Thank you guys for listening. For me to tell you this adventure, I think it gives me more than it gives for you to hear it, because I mean, as you can see in my eyes, and like when I remember, this is the, I mean, I've done a lot of stuff, but this might already like be the biggest adventure so far, because of what we did, like going with an electric car whose range is just 25 miles, and that's counted if you like going in 80. We were driving on the Autobahn, we were parking at like weird places, we charged it on, I mean, something that happened in like Copenhagen when we were gonna charge it was like I parked in the garage, and then the internet connection got lost, so I couldn't really put out the cable, and I had panic. I had like 10% charge on my phone, tried to call like customer support, and that said like this number is no longer active, and I mean, it was some like, of course we had a great journey and I'm so proud that we did it, but also some moments were like, fuck, I don't really know if I'm ever gonna do something like this again. But yeah, we lived, we saw a lot of stuff, we had more or less one of the best Defqons, but also the worst Defqons. But like it was up and downs all the time. But I'm proud that we did it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the content of this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time, and yeah, now it's like soon Christmas, and see this as a little memory back to the summer and the memories, and I wish you guys a very good Happy New Year and Merry Christmas, because this will be the last vlog this year. And yeah, music wise, there's new stuff coming. I know this year's been a bit quiet, but believe me, when you work on new stuff, sometimes it just takes time, sometimes life happens. So cheers guys, this was episode 29, see you.